Hi Jelly Roll Ruggers. Today I'm going to go over how to restart your serpentine stitch when the thread runs out. I'm going to stitch on another piece of fabric until I kind of line up the pattern. It won't be 100% perfect, but it's good enough. So I'm going to get this out of the way and then pull up my thread here. And I had a little bit left in my bobbin, but I wanted to do this video. So this is how it would come out if I cut that top thread and then the bobbin ran out in the back. And if you can see, my tension was a little off here because the bobbin thread was getting ready to run out. So I'm going to pull all this out. I use a little tiny crochet hook is what I use to pull this out. It just makes it so much easier. Y'all have seen me do this before. It's just like tying off in a quilt. Do a little knot. That just keeps it anchored, especially on the straight stitches. These don't do it as much, but I've had issues with the thread pulling out, especially when I'm sewing the rug together. When I'm rejoining a stitch or the zigzag stitches, it really wants to come out. So this keeps it nice and buried. And I just go into that last stitch and then just tunnel it through, come up and trim it, and you should be good to go. And then trim that little end there. Don't cut, I just pull the thread into the scissors. When I change my bobbin, I go ahead and do a little cleaning right here. Not much, just a little bit, just to keep it tidy. You'd be surprised how much stuff comes out of it, just a little bit of cleaning right there. All right, I'm gonna try to get up here where you can see this. So this is my pattern right here. I'm gonna put a piece of scrap material in here and sew until I get to about right here, and then I'm just gonna pick it up and start sewing. All right, so I'll put this one beside for reference, and then I'm just gonna run a pattern here and see where we are. That's the outer curve, which is right here. And we're getting to the inside, and couple stitches. This is actually where it stopped off. That's just needle and print. So I'd say about right there. So I'm gonna pull it up and cut it and get this in here. And make sure my tails are nice and long so they don't bunch up, make a bird's nest. What I'm doing here is I'm going to find that last hole, and I know this seems like a lot of work trying to find that last little hole, but this makes your serpentine, if you're OCD, it makes your serpentine pretty much flawless. So that's it. Get that down, and you can either pull your threads up and have them both on top, or just hang on to them, and then you can tie them in a knot and feed them through. So get my guides back on in just a second. It's pretty much undetectable. And then I'm going to pull this up and bury my thread, and you would notice where it was joined. All right, here that is joined, and you can't even see it. It's pretty flawless. And as always, happy sewing.